Welcome back, hunters. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where as you can see, I am horny. Wait. Mistake was made, don't take that out of context. But anyway, as you can see, we have the full Diablos low rank gunner set, and I mean, I'm going to be honest, it is horny. Like, for some reason, I have a gigantic spike from my left hand now. I have the horns over the shoulder pads, and I am wearing a horn, as well as we're using the dual threat, which is Diablos' rather trademark heavy bowgun, which features a pair of horns there too. So, what this set gives you is crit I +1, the pierce up, tremor resistance, and then a precision -1. Now, I do have, as you can see, I managed to get an expert charm of +3, which helped me boost it up to the crit I 2. So, one thing though is we are still at -5 for the affinity, so we are going to lose a little bit there. But I think we're going to play with this a bit because it's the first real pierce having bowgun I think you kind of get, or well, I've seen so far in the game with low rank stuff. And now, I did the heat exhaustion quest, didn't exactly open anything up because I forgot something. I forgot that the chief's son here had a request we needed to do. Oh. Okay, let me see about generating some resources quick, because I should have... There we go. Yeah, so there's this to hand in, which will probably move things along here, because we forgot that we needed kind of the base camp for the area just outside the Great Sea Dragon's lair. Okay, so there's that done. So should be able to be the base camp. They'll stand up any natural disaster with that. Last thing I want is for some monster to tear the place down again. You do your job, I'll do mine. Fire it up. Just pray Sea Dragon stays far away while we're working. Right then. Head out as soon as everything's ready. And I think now that might have opened up something else. Bingo! Aisha, you got some things here. You can't fool me. I know you decide to tackle the Sedeus yourself. You do know that the guild can revoke your license if you go against orders? You won't be able to go hunting... You won't be able to go to hunting grounds or use base camps, or get info on monster locations, or fix weapons. And the money. There goes your income. Heck, there goes your transportation, too. And yet you still want to do it. Oh, who am I kidding? Of course you do. You need to know, though, the guild's decision is based on solid intel. They're not just overreacting. They've seen the dragon, they know what it can do. And just like they said, the Sedeus is way too much for one hunter to take on in a fair fight. If you want to drive it off, you'll need the help of the entire village. So the first step is gather the chief and the villagers and get everybody on the same page. If they're all like, no way, let's blow this popsicle stand, then you have to promise to go along with it. Understood? Yeah. Great, holding you to that. For now, you should keep hunting as usual. We need the guild to think the situation isn't as bad as it looks. Follow? It's not lying, exactly, it's just perpetrating a misunderstanding. I'm an honest woman, you know. Now, on to the quests. Yeah, so that unlocked a few for us. So we've got the Omen, which is just another Rathalos, the Volcano's Fury, which is Uragon, and the Denizen of the Molten Deep, Agnaktor. Now, I think what I'm going to do is Agnaktor first, because I want to farm up another heavy bowgun, which I'm fairly sure he'll give us. So let's just enjoy a bit of something to eat. That and that, because that can give us the temper, which we like. And temper is the same as it is in the modern entries. It boosts all bowgun damage for a trade-off of some precision loss. And glad... Oh, we can put that away. Oh, shoot. I actually need to go back into our... I need to go pick some stuff up from the item box and probably put some stuff away. Because one thing about being a gunner in these old generations is that it was a pain in the rear end in order to get slicing, or get tail cuts. So we can't use slicing here, so we're going to use something else. The boomerangs. Now these things aren't exactly that effective, but with enough of them, they can do their job. And we'll just make a few things if we can. Oh, actually there's something here. Alright, Dragon Shot. Still works as it does in the modern games, which means it's not exactly the best thing. So I need whetstones and small monster bones. Thankfully, I should have plenty of both. There we go. Oh, no, I only need 20. Just in case. Because Agnaktor, I'm fairly certain I'm going to need tails from him. I'm saying actually a lot. I apologize on that, but I was going to say, I don't think Agnaktor still has a light bowgun. I think it's actually the Agnaktor, which give you a light bowgun in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, which is a little surprising, but that's something I kind of wish we could get a little more of come a future Monster Hunter game, is you get more equipment from the small monsters. Like, say, well, I mean, there's a lot I could have on a wish list for future Monster Hunter titles and things they'd include. Do I have? I'll pick up a few cool drinks as well. One thing is, I wish we could get more, like, elemental attributed small monsters. Like, we have, prime example in 3 Ultimate, you have the fire small monster of Araktors, and then the water of Ludroths. It'd be nice to kind of, like, flesh out the world a bit more, where you can get these, like, early game access to elements to kind of just start learning and getting a feel for. Okay, so I know he's going to be in Area 7 to start, because one of the great things about this map was how, and it'll show off again once we fight both Agnaktor and Uragon on it, is that the maps really felt like they were designed heavily with the monsters in mind. Like, again, you saw Baroth out in the sandy plains, and alongside Nibblesnarf, who could use the sand to camouflage in that. And you're going to see here, Agnaktor, especially in Area 7, he's got some fancy tricks that he can do. Going to get a drink, so I'm hoping... Oh, there we go. Yeah, he basically goes back and forth, up and down between ceiling and ground for his digging attacks. Ah, the Clack Clack. God, I wish we got him instead of Lavasyoth in World and Iceborne. That's also something I wonder if they would... it might be too far along now for them to ever consider, but I'd almost kind of like them to see about stepping a little bit back in Monster Hunter. And what I mean by that is, think about 4 Ultimate's monster variety. Like, you had Nerscylla, Najarala, Zamtrios. More of these unique monsters that we didn't get to see in World and Iceborne because of, like, one of the issues was for Leviathan skeletons, like for Logiacris, is they wouldn't work... Oh, shoot, my bad there. Is that they wouldn't work well on all the, like, slopes and uneven terrain. So that's probably also... Oh, shoot. I might have to do something about all these little buggers around us. Ow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get rid of all these dumb Agnaktor. That's one thing I really, really am glad, like, modern entries... Oh, shoot. You're going after Cha-Cha all along. I don't know why I let myself get confused there. You guys actually want to go after something? Okay, like, Kiaba, good on you. Cha-Cha, God, if I could disown you, I would. But I don't get any bonuses for not bringing them along. That's something that could be nice in a way, too, is if you don't bring some of them along, you get little perks, or... I'd probably take an extra cart over bringing these idiots along. Well, Kiaba's not bad, because it seems like that one is more active in the dances and, like, just support things. Whereas Cha-Cha... I mean, when I was farming Rathlos, he was always taking out Apnoth. And it wasn't the full-grown adult Apnoth. No, it was the babies. He deliberately targeted the babies, and he has the poison attacks on him. So it's like, how much of an ass can you be to, first of all, ignore an adult monster, well, ignore the large monster we're fighting in the zone. But then secondly, go after the baby monster while you have a poison thing you're using. Yeah, maybe I'll have to... I'm going to crack in the heavier Pierce ammo. Whoa. Okay, I don't have evasion on the set, and I don't know how I timed that. Thank you, coming back to World and Iceborne for kind of cringy movie tie-in quests. The only real good thing I got out of those was that they finally added the Ranger as guild card title for World and Iceborne. I've been wanting that one for a long time now. Okay, so there's the chest broken, but I kind of need to work at that tail. And there's the laser sweep. Alright, so it looks like it wants to mostly go to the left by one there. Okay, managed to avoid that. Ow. Yeah, nice little smack to the face. But again, it's going to be trying to get the attacks into his tail that might be rather difficult. Uh-oh. So where are you going to pop up? Oh, there. Okay, that was actually the back, not quite the tail, so I need to work at getting that broken off. There we go. Now comes the slow and arduous part, which will begin once we track him down again. It's basically just going to be us throwing the boomerang at the tail a bunch of times. There's not really any more to say about it, that's just what it is, and I found it be more reliable than using slicing ammo. Because, I've talked about it before, slicing ammo in this generation almost acted like a pseudo-sticky ammo in a way. It would land on a part, but when it exploded, it didn't do damage to that part. It did what was surrounding where the shot landed. It's weird to talk about, and I'll have to show it one video. But anybody who's worked with sticky ammo, or slicing ammo, out. Shoot. Yeah, the boomerangs can break, so they're basically just like a pickaxe or... Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Agnaktor. So I basically just gotta spam this... No, actually got ticked off because of us. I'm not actually sure how much damage the boomerang does. It can cut a tail off all on its own with enough tries. Ow. And as long as we keep ourselves healed up, it will take a while. Ow. Must have just been able to be caught by it. Well, I was hoping we could have knocked him over. Oh, glad that turned into a Superman dive, because otherwise I would have gotten smacked there. Shoot. That's one of the issues I also have with these hunting partners is it's kind of hard to sometimes read what the monster's going to go for. And because these guys, more recently I've noticed in more like future games, it seems like the hunting companions are always right beside you, so even if the monster's not targeting you, you can be close enough to be caught by attacks. Okay, this is the close range one. This is going to be a bit of a longer hunt because Ow! I'm surprised I got caught by that. Ah, shoot. Okay, so he's moving off to the next area, probably to 5 now. That will actually be very handy. Yeah, so he'll go to 5, and actually, I think Agnaktor may be the only monster that sleeps in Area 10 for the volcano. I think everybody else mostly sleeps in Area 6. Oh, perfect. You are actually giving me a great opening here. Yeah, we actually got the flinch on the tail, so it may not be too much longer. Ah, stupid Nahabra. And of course, these guys don't do much of anything to help. Oh, I will snag that, though. Just a wyvern tier? Yeah. Oh, you damn Nahabra. God, you guys are so useless. There, gone, down. You guys couldn't have even given it a schmack to try to help there. He left... What? Okay, so he left the area, but I don't think he was limping yet. Maybe in 7, although I'll try 6 first, just in case. Not sure where he would have gone, though. Like, that was kind of odd. Okay, so not here, and instead of running all the way through 6 to 7, I think it'll be faster just to go this way. Maybe not. But at least this will be much faster if we do have to head up to 8 to try to find him. Okay, guess he's either 8 or the nest, but I don't think he's weak enough to be... There he is. Yeah, I didn't think he was weak enough quite yet to need the nest. Well, that was a waste. Wait, what? That counted. Well, that's kind of nice to get broken off as well, but that seriously counted to get him... There we go. So, not even 10 boomerangs, and we got the tail off, and we thankfully got a proper tail from the carve. When I was going after Rathalos, that was annoying. Because you would, like, I was carving off the Wrath Marrow, or I think I had to get like 3 tails before I actually got just a single regular tail from a carve. And fortunately, capturing some monsters, it's hit and miss on which ones will give you tails with the... Oh, that's pretty good, so let's make the most of this. Okay, yeah, so we're going to let him go up to his nest. Actually, I guess this might be the first time we got to use the bombs on him. We haven't used the bombs yet this generation, so it'll be pretty good to set them down and let them go off on him. How are we doing for space? I didn't bring any pickaxes, and we're not exactly the most... we don't exactly got the room, so we'll just put down the bombs and then look at laying into him with the pierce. I don't think the Agnaktor will wake him up, but I also don't know for sure. But up to the very tip top of the volcano. Yeah, there he is. Well, at least you guys actually will put bombs down beside our... You rat bastard. God, I hate those little guys. There we go. Didn't get ruined by the Agnaktor being a pain in the butt, so that's nice. So let's get our carves. And that was... the most notable Leviathan is kind of hard to say. I might prefer Agnaktor as a fight to Leviathan, but it also might just be nostalgia and that I really wish we could see him come back. Like, I really hope Agnaktor is one we see return with Rise. He's got a lot of unique flair to him. He's... like, the Clack Clack is just such a good little bit of monster, like, design. And we'll just do a little pose off for the camera. Who said hunting poses only came in Iceborne? But with Agnaktor down, next week will probably be an Uragon, and then the final quest for... well, the final story quest, more than likely. Yeah, so let's see. A shell, a scale, a scalding pleura, firestone, scale, just random goodies. The beak, 2 claws, a hide, and a fin. Oh. Crimson armor been added to the gallery. And anybody to talk to about anything urgent? No, that'll probably come after we do the next ones. So let's take a look at the armor and the bowgun. So, pretty sure... yeah, the Agnaktor. That's it. Oh, my bad. That's it right there. This is what I love about the bowguns, is it can look like you're almost using a miniature version of the monster. Like, the stock and the mid-section, just... it basically looks like you're holding an Agnaktor or an Agnaktor almost for a weapon. So I need 3 more fins, that's quite a bit, and 4 more shells. Okay. And what about the armor? No. There we go. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Yeah, Agnaktor, it's an interesting armor set. It's not really one I've used too much, just because I found it can look a little weird. No, not that. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, like, I'm trying to think of what the sort of style is for it. I almost want to... yeah, I think it's almost sort of like Roman in a way, because... or was it the Romans that had sort of like the helmets like that? I actually don't know for sure now, but... yeah, it's a pretty interesting look. I mean... okay, fire... Oh, that's some good skills. The normal up plus 5 to start with is nice. The fire attack plus 2, so... good lord. Okay, yeah, I think we're definitely going to... I think I'm definitely going to farm that up, because... like, God, these are great skills to get on a bowgun. Like, this is fantastic for a fire bowgun. Like, once I get the Agnaktor... actually, I should check. What is the power of the Agnaktor? 220... I apologize for that. 222, so I think it has 15% affinity. Naturally built in. But here is the very strange thing. Okay, so... the dual thread. 276. The Type 46 gun flage. 227. All of these ones that are kind of like the end of what they can be done in low rank for their power... yeah, take a look at this behemoth 309 on the Arzuros Fisher gun. The highest raw damage, and that belongs to just Arzuros' heavy bowgun if you kept upgrading it along. It's insane. Like, even the next one, the Svenasine Overlord, which you can get just with Barioth parts, Lagombi parts, and Nibblesnarf, it's up to 293. Yet Rathian doesn't get anything better until you actually get high-rank materials. It's insane. And even then, it's actually not as strong as what's here. Like, it's ridiculous to look back on these and like, what the heck? Oh, actually, maybe... Oh, I get plus 20% affinity. Okay, wait, so then does that mean... Okay, yeah, so the Agnaboom actually only has 5% built in, but, like, that's what I find nuts, is that the bowguns feel so weird like that, but for... did you guys get anything? I should ask and see. Nope, you didn't, of course. And did you? Oh, you got a medium monster mode. Well, that's something, I suppose. And, you know what, let me see about what I can do for abilities, because, like, these guys have never gotten a single ailment off, so that's not worth it. Let's do Shock Trapper, because that we could actually make use of. And we'll give earplugs. And we'll probably do the same thing for Cha-Cha. Just because, again, if... I wish they were able to get those off a little bit more steady, but they have not been at all. So if they can't even get in low rank, I don't see them getting it any further along. So that's that wrapped up. There's nothing else to really do here. It's basically, I think, to the point where I just gotta farm up the Agnaktor now. And then we'll be able to do Uragon next week. So I'll just get myself a little stock preemptively, and that'll be it for this episode. And just don't want to slide too far down in the chair, but thank you guys very much for joining me on this episode of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Again, it is my favorite Monster Hunter so far. If Iceborne didn't have the Clutch Claw tainted a bit and like make the game feel a little too it's not really rhythmic, but it's more gatekeeping in order to get more things, like your highest performance out of it, in a way. It's something for a different video, but for now, again, my favorite entry in the series. I love this game, and I am so happy to be able to do it on the channel. Thank you all very much for watching, and joining me along our journey so far. We still have a little bit to go before all the village stuff is done. But, until I see you all in the next episode, hunters and survivors alike, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy hunting.